I have spent many months now living and working alone. Clearly the need for others has long since gone. Yet I do feel the need for help with my great workload. Machines are a simple way to speed mundane tasks. Magic is sometimes a quick solution. But with all things, there is a time consumed in setting up even the most basic of automation. Creating the greatest of magical tools takes time. So today, I created a worker, a simple creature able to help me in magical tool creation. A straw golem, able to fetch and carry magical essentia. I feel the need to name this new companion, to make it real. Now then, welcome back to another episode of A Druid's Tale. Oh yes. Stop it, you're hurting me, he says. Well, you shouldn't have been a werewolf then, should you? You shouldn't have been a werewolf. Why are you a werewolf? Oh no, I'm hurting the werewolf people. Only bad guys can spawn in there. Only bad guys. Only bad guys. Right, so, what have I been up to? Well, I've just been scanning. I've been scanning stuff. Because I'm going to do a little bit of Thorncraft today. First of all, though, I want to show you what I've been up to in this area. The beams of beacons fluttering by. Look at this. This wrought iron that we got. Check out the wrought iron gate, the wrought iron stuff. I've done a little bit of garden planting as well around the edges, just to smooth it out and make it look cool. A little bit of a garden side. The place has got to look pretty as well as being functional. That's my theory. So I've been setting up all of these things to make them look pretty. I said I was going to do this wall all the way around, and indeed I did. I have thrown a few bushes down. I haven't finished decorating yet. I just threw a few leaf bushes just here and there, just where I thought maybe there should be one. But overall, look at that. Wrought iron fencing all the way around the territory. I've got an area here for some kind of ritual that I'll do sometime. Don't know what blood magic ritual will go there, but I'll do something there. And yeah, I've done all of this down here, wrought iron all the way down. I've gone wrought iron mad. After last episode, wrought iron mad, I tell you. I've gone with the leafy blocks underground so that it looks like the leaves have fallen. They're like dried up leaves. If I could get a different colour leaf, I think I would. Just because then it's a bit more dried up leaves. But I've been all the way around this side and all the way up to the wall with the wrought iron fences, and it looks pretty swish. I really like the look of it. Really like the look of it. I've changed up to sand here. I think I changed it to sand from something else, or maybe it was sand last episode. I can't remember. I've done so much. Even put in part of the altar is part of the fence work, look. So it all ties in nicely. I got a bit of the altar over there and a bit of the altar over here. But blood magic, it's still working nicely. Everything's running smoothly. I don't need to touch it. I can craft anything I want when I want to. It's pretty awesome. I also fenced off down this side, all the way down here, to give us a nice fenced off run all the way through here. And I've done smaller fences on the inside edge here, just to, I don't know, just to break it up a little bit. So larger fences, and I've also put this pathway down here so that I can come out to this area. I don't know if I'm going to use this area or whether I'm going to just path across, but now we've got a beautiful garden looking place, haven't we? Beautiful gardens. Still got to do something there. I think I need another little mob farm just off the side there, another little structure, so I've left that for now. And this area here stepped up nicely, and I did the greenery going up the side of it here, just going up the hill slightly. Looks pretty cool as well. Very good. I like the overall look at it, and I've done moving the nodes and everything. That's something that I wanted to finish off today. All the nodes in this area have been changed up and moved around a little bit. I think we get a better view from the sky, so I'll fly up and show you what it's looking like. So, yeah, we've got the wand recharge station with all the nodes that I've been collecting, and it's kind of a survival of the fittest down there at the minute between the nodes, because they're crackling between each other and bouncing the node energy around all over the place. It's kind of weird how it's doing it. But fenced off, all looking good. This large area, the magical gardens, are looking very, very magical indeed, I believe. I'm quite pleased with the overall look of it. I've just got to finish off the building for the crafting area over there. And I've got an idea today of something I want to do. So, without further chat and nonsense, let's have a look to see what we're up to. So, this section here, I come in through here, or I fly in, depending on what I want to look at. This section here, I am teleposing the nodes across from places and then letting them like die out. Like recently I had one of these. This one's nearly gone. It's only, yeah, it's 46 now as we talk. 45 as we talk. It's being drained rapidly by those near to it. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing nodes over here that are the corresponding areas. So I've got 4 areas, or 4 elemental types, as it were. Earth, fire, air, and water, right? So nodes with water in come over here, and this one currently looks like it's dragging in more from elsewhere. We've got nodes that are a mix between the two in here, and that also looks like it's dragging in Ordo and Pedicio, which is good. Ordo and Pedicio are just getting dragged in. That one's an air and Ignis. And that one's an air and Ignis. Air and Ignis should be there, really, but I think that one's pulled some Ignis from that one. And then this one's just straight air. So, whenever I get a new node, or I bring a node over, it kind of fights for its existence around here. Like, this one looks very, very tiny right now. Like it's... Oh, yeah, it's a 0. Okay, so it's 0 terror. It's a 0 terror. Have I got another terror? Yes, I've got a 79 terror. So what I'll do is break that one. Break it. Break it now. Let's do this. Break it with this. Break it. There we go. Alright, so now we get the crystals. And I think I just broke the crystal. Yes, I did. I just broke the crystal cluster. Oh, well, I'll do that again in a minute. Oh, dear. And then I will bring the teleposers around. So let's take this one out here. And stick the teleposer down here. Boom, underneath that one. And I'll take this teleposer from here, because I haven't found another Ignis in the world yet. I'm looking for another clean Ignis, a nice big Ignis. So I'll get the Ignis and bring it over here. And then I'll do this. I will set the setting, the focus is that one. And then I'll place it, the focus in there, so it knows where to send it. And I'll put a button on it. And give it a redstone signal, and that'll move the node around. Now, I've been flying around all over the place, why I've got a waypoint here, just to get me right back quickly where I need to. So I can fly in and just dump it off quickly. And then get rid of the teleposer and put back the plinth, or the pedestal for it, like that. And that's how I've been moving all the stuff around. And get rid of that, and put that back in. There we go. Alright, so that's nearly the last one. There was this one over here, which is a good mix of Earth and Ordo. Yeah, so I don't have any spaces other than this one over here right now, and that's supposed to be Ignis. So I'm basically trying to feed in the types of aura nodes into the main one. So this one here has been growing for a long time now. It's been sitting growing for a long time. It's got 152 Earth, or Terra, which is pretty good. And now it's slowly gaining a bit of everything else. Eventually, I'll have 4 around the recharge station that are huge. Huge nodes. Because I'm constantly feeding into them from these. The next one that's going to go in here, the next huge one, may be something like this one. This one may get moved into there, because this one looks like it's going to have a very high Ignis. And this one, it looks a bit higher, so maybe that one will get moved into the corner. It depends on which one is survival of the fittest, right? So whichever one becomes the highest node ends up going into the node stabilizer in the middle and then gets replaced with a new node out in the wild. That's the plan for building it all up. But for right now, it's a very good recharge station. Very good recharge station indeed. It does all the things of recharging that I need it to, which is good. And it looks pretty cool as well. I like the wrought iron, like I don't know, what do you call it? Gazebo? the wrought iron, like, over the top of it, I just started placing some of the spare wrought iron that I had, and it came up with that, and I think it looked pretty cool. But now I've got something else in mind for the upstairs. The infusion altar. I've been doing a little bit more research on the infusion altar and how to get the essentia into the crafting recipes and have a stabilized field on it. Now, as far as I'm aware, right, this block here, this block exactly here, the top of the altar, the runic matrix itself, is a block space. You can just see the black outline around it, showing that it is a block, right, moving around in there. I believe that I can use the stabilizing influences up to 5 blocks up from it, so literally count 5 from the block, and 10 below it, so count 10 below the block, and then 12 out in all directions, which is quite a large area. But the things that stabilize it have to be like mirrored in all cases. So these candles, I've actually put a candle round here, I think. Oh no, I was going to put a candle down here, but it wouldn't fit on the fence post, that's right. So if I put a candle or a skull or anything else that is supposed to help the process from being all staticky, horrible, and having all sorts of gloop going all over the place, then I've got to mirror it. So I've got to be careful where I place down these things, including the skulls. Now, I think the heads and skulls all count as the same type of thing, so it doesn't matter what head or skull we put where, or what direction it's facing, or anything like that. It all counts to be symmetrical. So a zombie head over this side and a skeleton head over that side would still be just as good. I believe that's how it works. And that's what my research has given to me so far. That's how it works. And it looks like I'm short a zombie head right there. So I wonder where that one went. I'll have to pick that one up before I do the next thing. Do I have a zombie head anywhere? I have brains. I have wrought iron. I have things, including diamonds. And no, I don't. So let's go and get a zombie head. Today, though, I want to start setting up feeding the infusion altar with all of the essentia that it needs. Now, it's going to be a big job. It's going to be a big job, but I like doing the big jobs. The big jobs are fun. Have I got any... No heads in here. I got a head in here. There we go. Let's have some zombie heads. There we go. I got paws on paws heads. And the player's head. Oh yeah, I got those last time, didn't I? I remember now. So, yeah, I'll put this over in the altar as well. Look at all these beautiful pathways, and I just fly straight over the top of it. There we go. I like walking around the place. I like the immersion of it all. But there we go. That should now even the altar out as it is. I want to take all these candles below ground, though. I want to make this room as clean as possible. So, when I'm using the altar, all I've got is the actual altar. I want all of the candles and skulls and stuff up to 10 blocks down and within a 12 by 12 area or 13 by 13 area around it, somewhere down there to stabilize it. And I want all of these essentia jars, these things, I want these to be upstairs and or mirrors coming down so it feeds in through a mirror. Now, to start off with all that, the alchemy side of things, there is a mirror somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where it is and if I've unlocked it yet. I haven't, as far as I'm aware, unlocked it yet. Nope, I haven't, but never mind. So, don't worry about that. Let's worry about the... Maybe it's under Artifice. Under Artifice, the mirror. Oh, now you've got me looking for it. Now I'm thinking about it. There's a few things that I want, you see, in this. I want to get a few items of things and stuff that are cool. Like, I want a Hoe of Growth, for instance. There's one thing that I want to get. But, anyway. I want to use golems, alchemy golems in particular, to make all this happen. So, let's go through the process of making some golems. I'm not sure what level of golems I have to do, whether straw golems will work, or whether I need to go wooden, clay, and hardened. I think there's all sorts of different golem types. But I know I need the alchemy core for this particular thing that I'm doing. So I'll research that and have a look. This core is the specialized version of a decanting core, specifically designed to transport essentia. Okay, so I want to get golems to transport the essentia around for me. Alchemy golems assigned to an alchemical furnace or alembic will draw essentia from the entire stack of alembics and transport it to the marked warded jars. It is not required to mark every single jar. The golem will automatically fill all jars adjacent to the marked jar and all other similarly connected jars. Alchemy golems prioritize nearby jars first and will try and fill the entire jar before starting a new one. Okay, so that takes it from the alchemical furnace or alembic and puts it into a jar, right? All we need is a warded jar, the animation core, some water bottles, and a bit of essentia. So no problem there. They will also favour labelled jars over unlabelled ones. If there are full void jars, they will try and fill normal jars first unless the void jar is labelled. In the case of ties, void jars are always filled last. Alchemical golems can also transport essentia between most other essentia storage containers and blocks that accept essentia. So what I'm thinking of doing is having a little transport network to transport essentia using golems. And I want to do that upstairs. And then that rounds out this build. So up here, this is kind of the main area where I want to store my essentia jars. Okay? I want the essentia jars in here, and I want the golems to be able to come and put essentia in the jars so that it's right above the place where it's going to be needed the most. And around here in the upper level of this floor, I want to put in some maybe some machines, but mostly alembics and alchemical furnaces to smelt it all down in a similar sort of way to this. But then I want the golems to take it out and put it somewhere. So I've got lots of interesting ideas, and to start off with, I need to get the first golems made and the first golem cores created. So, we need a golem core to start off with, which is an animation core, which is some brick around the Nitor. So I'm going to start making some of these in the arcane workbench and do all that. And then throw them into the crucible to make the animation cores using a bit of vacuous and water, no problem. And then I will get together some warded jars and some bottles and all this essentia ready to make a few decanting animation cores. Okay, so I'll be back when I'm to the stage. So I needed 4, I think. So yeah, that'll do for now. Let's just get rid, put that in there. Here we go. We should get the first straw golem. Yay! Straw golem. Hi, straw golem. How are you? Now this is going to be named by whoever puts first on this video. Yes, I know it's a cheapskate idea to get comments down below, but whoever has done first on this video will get my first straw golem named after them. There we go. Set it there. So if you watch this far into the video, well, you deserve it as well, don't you? Put actually, because anybody can put first in the first few seconds. So people who have seen this, put first golem, and I will use your YouTube name and name this guy as you. Yes. And you will be very helpful. Thank you very much. Okay, so next up, I've got to put the animation core on him. And that wakes him up. Hello, hello. Now, I've got 2 more of those decanting ones, but this is the alchemy one. He doesn't know where he's going at the minute. He doesn't know where he's going, what he's doing or anything. He's just going to stand there looking at me, being a fool. Hi. Hi, fool. Hey, fool. What you looking at? So I need to make a bell so I can tell him what to do. And the bell is fairly simple, I hope, yeah? 4 bits of nether quartz and a stick with a bit of ordo. Alright, so we have the Golemancer's bell. Bing! So now I should be able to shift, right-click him and give him a thing, or right-click him and just sort of activate him and all that kind of stuff. But I think left-clicking him brings him back into my inventory with all he's got. So yeah, he's animation core and everything there. Now, I don't know if I can name him by traditional means. I'm pretty sure there's a way to name him. But I can use an anvil, I think. I think I can just name him on an anvil or something. But I'll figure out a way of naming them anyway. But first up then, let's go with putting him there. Let's put him on this side of it. There he goes. He's just sitting there now, waiting for orders. And I'm going to tell him, who's connected to this block here, to be connected to that block side instead. No, that's no good. To be connected to... well, let's break this. Put that down beside him. And connect him to that block there. Okay? So now he's connected to those two, right? And if I put some rotten flesh in there, he's going to look at what's in and around this area and look to see if there's anything he can put into here. So what's he got now? Has he got something? Is he picking something up? Has he got any spiritus, or he's already got something out of here like this? So I might need another empty jar. Let's see what we've got in here. Not void jar of Essentia. Permentatio. Ah, that's an easy one to get. I'm gonna put that down. Break that. Okay. So, dude, you can now connect to that one as well, please. There you go. And now he'll go and he'll fill up that. There we go. He's got that left over. And Terra. I think I've got Terra in here. Terra. Yep. It's not a void jar, though. So I may have to empty it out first. Oh, there's a blood moon rising. Empty it out first. And then he should go and fill. So what he's now doing is he's emptying out everything from there, and he's just filling these up. So this is basically cleaning out the zombie flesh. I can put all the zombie flesh in there, and he will just empty them all out into these jars. Right? So that's what he's going to do. Now, I want him to be stationed up here. So my next test after the blood red moon is to figure out where up here the jars can be in order to activate in there. So I'm hoping it's going to be back up, because I'm thinking about having a kind of a setup up here where I've got, let's say, a jar up there. Let's put another block onto that, actually. A jar up there, some stairs up for the golem to wander up, right? And let's take this away. Have I got my axe on me? I'm thinking about this idea anyway. It might get very nasty very fast in here though. So let's go there like that. And put another stair step up. And put this on this level. Like this. There we go. Just make these go along here. Make these go along here. And put these on here. This. There we go. Okay. So then I can put these guys on these platforms. Aqua. Let's put you up there. Like that. Put these guys on these platforms all the way around the room. And hopefully when I put something in here, he will then take it, run up the stairs, run off, go and put it where it needs to go, and so on. Because he's got quite an area of effect, quite a range to do things like this. So hopefully that will work. And if not, I may have to find another solution for putting things in jars. Okay, so while I'm preparing him, I want to test out something else as well. A golem upgrade air improves speed. Very simple by the looks of it. And I want to give it a go. I want to see what he can do. I want to see what he can do. So here he is, he's stuck again. Let's see, shift click it, or just click it. Just click it. There we go, we've got him. And he's kind of stuck on something. I think he's probably, yeah, he's stuck on arbor. I'm just doing some more doors to fill up the motus, ready to do another animation core. And he's just helping me by sorting things out around here in this very simple setup. So far, he can reach the back there and the front and all that. I just need to, I just need to keep him going. Arbor is the one he's stuck on at the minute. All right, I'll get you a jar, buddy. I'll get you a jar. Oh yeah, look at him go! Look at him go! He's rushing around all over the place, and he's just one of the dudes. I'm hoping to have a second one on this side, but now we're doing this. Almost empty. He's got 32 in there, and this has got loads. So he's going to have to do it pretty quick. If I had a second one on this side, like 4 up here, as soon as I put anything into here, it's going to just get put away really, really fast. I think he's just got a backlog at the moment, but he's doing good. He's got himself a little void jar over there. In fact, I really don't want that to be a void jar as well, do I? Let's take something out of one of these quickly, and magic picantatio. Oh, I don't have enough in there. Motus. Let's put the motus in there. Yeah, why not? Let's put motus in there. There we go. And now I can take the sticker off there and put that onto there like that. There we go. And is there enough for me to take some more out? Nope, there isn't. So let's clear that. And that's now the motus in there. Okay, I want to upgrade them all to void jars eventually, but void jars are quite costly, so it's taking me a bit of doing. These golems will go to the available jars, but they will choose void jars last. So for instance, I've got an aqua there, which is not a void jar, and I've got an aqua here, which is a void jar. It will choose to go to that jar first and fill that jar up first instead of this one. When there's only one option and it's a void jar, it will put the content into the void jar and void it off. So that's a good thing for getting rid of all this stuff. But he is only taking one at a time by the looks of it. He is only taking one at a time. So that could be another thing. I could maybe upgrade the golem a little bit to carry more. Stronger. I don't know if that makes him carry more decanters stuff. Perceptive, organised, fuzzy, stronger. I wonder what that is. An earth surrounded by gold. I might give that a go to see if he can carry more. Well, he seems to be working pretty awesomely, really. I think I could probably put all of these jars on the floor or in the floor around the altar and just have him running across the lids, to be honest, because he likes running on the lids. Even though there's a staircase there for him, he likes to run back along the lids of the blocks every now and again. Yeah, excuse the rain, but it looks like I've got everything I need to do another golem core. So this one can have a go now. Boom. And this is the test now to see if it's pulling in from the distance as well. So yeah, it's pulling in the precantatio. We knew it was going to get precantatio pulled in. That's fine. We knew that was going in. Yeah, there it is. And then some aqua. It's pulling the aqua in and showing the precantatio. Oh, there it is. Okay, so yeah, it's still growing in. That's good. And the motus. Can I get back up, please? I'd like to get back up to see what's going on. Oh, too late. It's already going to start zapping all the things into there. And boom. There we go. Last one. Thank you. Boom. Another golem animation core. Awesome. Alright, so let's see how he's getting on up here. And up. There we go. So from right back over here, we were getting the aqua. From right back over here, we were getting the motus. And from here, we were getting the precantatio. So it was managing to send everything down into there from up here. So that's all good. The layout is fine. Whether or not I have it stacked up like this, or whether I have it actually in the floor, you will have to find out next episode. Because I is done for today, folks. Thank you very much for watching another episode. First golem down in the comments below, and you will get your name on this golem. The second, or close tie, will get the second golem, the one I'm about to create. So thank you very much for watching. Please leave those comments down below. Please leave those likes, and I will see you in another rainy day, no doubt, in A Druid's Tale. So cute, though.